Yeah, we back. Now I gotta come back around to make an update, man. Like I told you, these things are constantly developing, man. So you cannot jump out the window with a video. You gotta make sure you have all the information. Now in the last video, I had said that Nigeria was spearheading a military intervention into Niger. Well, as you can see, take a look up on the screen. The Senate of Nigeria cautions against Niger military intervention. Nigeria set a deadline for Sunday for Niger's coup leaders to cede power or face military intervention, but the Senate leader has urged the president to continue diplomatic efforts as the ultimatum nears. As per Nigeria's constitution, the deployment of armed forces for combat duty outside the borders must be approved by the Senate unless the president deems national security under imminent threat or danger. Now, if you take a look up on the screen, this is a little bit of the statement that was from the Nigerian Senate. They said this: the northern senators take cognizance of the efforts of the ECOWAS leaders under the chairmanship of our dear President Tinubu in resolving the situation in Niger Republic. The emphasis, however, should be focused on political and diplomatic means to restore democratic government in Niger Republic. We also take exception to the use of military force until other avenues as mentioned above are exhausted, as the consequences will be casualties amongst the innocent citizens who go about their daily business. Besides, 7 northern states share a border with Niger Republic and they will be negatively affected. Now, at this point, they talking about extending the deadline because, you know, they gave them until Sunday, right? They said, listen, Tinubu jumped out the window and ECOWAS and all that, everybody jumped out the window, said you got until Sunday to give up power. Oh, we coming in with the shooters, coming in with the gangsters. And now they talking about, now they pumping their brakes. You see, this, yo, why Tinubu, why Tinubu jump out the window like that, man? Tinubu, diplomatically, politically, as a politician, just even in real life, right? You never supposed to pull out the weapon unless you are guaranteed to use it, bro. You're not supposed to pull out the gun unless you know you're gonna use it. Don't just pull out the gun and flash the gun and then put it back in the holster like you didn't just whip out the goddamn gun. Bro, why'd he do that, bro? Tinubu, why you jump out the window like that, bro? You threatened your next door neighbor with war, bro. You threatened your next door neighbor with war. Like that wasn't some, like that was some light shit. Like that was just some regular shit. Like, yeah, I'm just casually threatening my homie with war. My next door neighbor with war. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. You a Muslim, bro. That's your Muslim brethren. I thought y'all don't get down like that. I thought y'all don't even get down like that. What's going on, big bro? Come on, man. Tripping, Tinubu. You tripping. Now, I'm not in Nigeria, but apparently they got this running joke. They call Tinubu, what they call him in my comment section, they be calling him Thief Nabu. Man, listen, that shit funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie, that shit funny as hell. But man, Tinubu, why you don't ever jump out the window like that? Just casually threaten somebody with war and then back out. Nah, bro, nah, you bug the fuck out. Because now the country, the government of Niger, because of that, because you pulled out the strap and you wasn't really trying to use it, they actually severed diplomatic ties with Nigeria. So now you actually soured a relationship, a longtime ally. That was your brother right there. You really just destroyed the relationship that you had with your brother for no reason, man. Like, for no reason. Like, Tinubu didn't even have to do that, man. Damn, bro. Damn. But anyways, man, I got an interesting comment in my comment section earlier. Take a look up on the screen. This brother said this: I am House of Fulani from Niger, and I can confirm the religious leaders, the northern senators, and the emirs opposed all military interventions. We are not going to stupidly attack each other. We are brothers who are also of the same ethnicity, but our soldiers remain on their guard. Anyone who gets in our way when we just want to break free will suffer the consequences. We have suffered so much that we are no longer afraid of anything. We are ready to die for our dignity and our sovereignty. Now, before we get out of here, take a look up on the screen. As you can see, Niger has ended all military agreements with France and given the French military 30 days to flee the country. Now, I told you, what did I tell you? I told you the sequence of events that takes place whenever one of these coups happen. Number one, the first thing to go, that's the French media, right? The French media, France 24, RFI TV, etc., right? Then the French ambassador gets a notification, right? Then the French military gets a notification. Hey, bro, you've been here since 1896. It's time to go, man. It's time to go, man. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. The French military has been given a timetable. And actually, I believe the government put out a statement sometime today or yesterday. Take a look up on the screen. I'm only going to read the first paragraph. It says this: the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Cooperation of the Republic of Niger presents its compliments to the French embassy in the capital, following the statements by the highest French authorities in relation to the situation prevailing in the country since July 26, 2023. That was when the coup d'etat happened. Has the honor to notify by the decision of the government. That's what they call the government. The military government is called the National Council for the Protection of the Fatherland, with the acronyms. It's in French, and in French the acronyms would be CNSP. The denunciation by the state of Niger, the cooperation agreements and arrangements in the field of defense and security. Now, I know that was a diplomatic statement. Now, what does that really mean, in so many words? I mean, basically, the main message that the statement was trying to convey was that the government of Niger has decided to end all agreements that the previous government had on file with the French government, right? In terms of defense and security, military agreements. Basically, get your troops the fuck away from my territory. In simpler terms, they're announcing their decision to end all cooperation agreements between the two governments. That's all, man. It doesn't really say the specific reason, but it just says, listen, that's what it is. That's what it is. And it named the specific agreements that were on file, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and basically saying all of these don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Put an X to them. It don't mean shit. Throw it in the trash. We voiding it. You know what I'm saying? We ending the contract. We breaking the contract. We breaching the agreement. Them boys woke up on a random Saturday afternoon. Hey, listen. And this statement came out in the midst of all that talk about military intervention. France talking about you got till Sunday to give it up. And they put out this statement on the same day. Like, okay, yeah. Anyways, we're breaching the agreement. We're ending all cooperation militarily. You talking about military intervention? You talking about going to war? Okay, we breaking the agreement. Fuck you. Hey, man, listen. Them boys beating on their chest, man. Them boys beating on their chest. Anyways, yeah, I just had to come with the update, man, because I didn't want to have the false information out there to make it seem like Nigeria is mobilizing. So, the northern senators who are actually on the border of Niger, because Niger sits on top of Nigeria, yeah, they're not trying to go to war with their brothers, man. They're not trying to go to war with their family members, and I understand it, man. You got the men from the same ethnicity, men from the same spiritual orientation. Why? Like, honestly, think about it. If you're a Hausa Fulani man, why am I going to wage war against a fellow Hausa Fulani man who's also, my brother in Islam? Why am I going to go to war with him to protect the interests of American and French multinational corporations? Fuck out of here, man. Shit don't even make sense to nobody. Shit don't make sense at all. And I just had to come and make the correction. I didn't want the false information on my channel. I had to come back and make the update, man. So yeah, I'm going to stay updated, man. You already know. Anyways, it's your boy Neferkari Desalegn back in the building. Yes, indeed. Cash App up on the screen. And I'm gone. Peace.
Reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. I left on a horse and came back in the ass, and I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to be pyramids, now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running, now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauded. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. Gotta come up in this shit, they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart it be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down in generation. Talking about money and power and building a nation. That's a deadly combination. Never be watching the TV, they pushing agendas, falsifying information. Know they got malice intentions. Step in the room and I'm feeling the tension. Enemy watching, he blocking my vision. Pay for the check cause I need my redemption. Building my kingdom, I need it protected. Ready for war like a young Money Congo. Never decided the team is the motto. Up in the crib and I'm whipping up waffles. Up in the crib and I'm smoking gelato. I'm chilling, I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I came for the power, they came for the bitch. They making no hourly wage, I got business. This is an art and they could never be taught. Selling my soul, I can never be bought. Play with my money, I see you ain't caught. Run to the check and I do it for sport. Babylon falling, I go to the source. Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she so elite. Shorty be chocolate, I'm calling her Hershey. Secret intelligence probably gon' murk me. Don't fuck with brands cause nigga I'm Haitian. Say the wrong shit and you're smacking their faces.